Massachusetts is poised to receive about $1 billion in opioid settlement funds over the next 2 decades.
So with the deadly overdose crisis right now at an all-time high, our Mike Beaudet discovered a lot of communities are moving slowly amid concerns that the money could be misspent, Mike.
That's right, Maria. And today is Black Balloon Day, a day when people remember lives lost to overdose. And with tens of millions of dollars in opioid settlements already starting to arrive in Massachusetts, there are questions about both how and when that money is going to be spent.
My name's Kylie. I'm an alcoholic and an addict.
1 year clean and sober for 29-year-old Kylie LaFontano. It all started when she was a 3-sport high school athlete.
Junior year, I was playing field hockey and I got an injury in my back. And I had a friend say, well, I don't have any Tylenol, but I do have a Percocet, some Oxycontin.
Kylie's habit only escalated from there.
I turned to the street and I started using street heroin pretty regularly.
Kylie eventually turned to Emory Recovery Center in Attleboro for help, where she now works as an alumni coordinator.
Anyone with 10 months.
Thank you. As overdose deaths reach an all-time high in Massachusetts, the state is hoping to see more success stories as it starts to receive its share of the opioid settlement funds from drug manufacturers, distributors, and retailers. Money that's supposed to supplement and strengthen resources for prevention, harm reduction, treatment, and recovery. Massachusetts is getting about $1 billion over 18 years. 60% goes to the state, 40% to cities and towns. 5 Investigates teamed up with Northeastern University's School of Journalism to see how the settlement money that started flowing into Massachusetts in July 2022 is being spent. We discovered most cities and towns have allocated little, if any, of the money so far. Across Massachusetts, cities and towns have received $41 million, but only spent $2 million.
Do you think there's the potential for money to be misspent?
Absolutely.
The Northeastern students interviewed Aneri Patani, senior correspondent for KFF Health News. She's tracking opioid settlement money in the United States.
A lot of counties using money to pay back their debt, body scanners to put in their jails, towards patrol cars.
So far, there's no evidence of misspending in Massachusetts, but it's early. Are you concerned that this money will be misspent?
Yes and no.
Deirdre Calvert is the director of the Bureau of Substance Addiction Services for the Department of Public Health. Calvert's concern comes from what she heard during some meetings with communities.
And there were some people who says, give it to the police, they're doing a great job. And we're like, no, let's think about this. So we want to make sure that if it's being spent in a way that it was intended to be spent, which is to alleviate the harms that have happened through overprescribing.
Went from Oxycontin to heroin, wound up incarcerated.
Chris Dorval has been in recovery for 15 years. He co-founded Emory Recovery Center and is part of the group in Attleboro brainstorming how the money should be spent. He hopes it covers essentials that insurance doesn't pay for.
The resources for housing, for food, for transportation, and if we can provide those connect a lot of the gaps. Those connect, which are, those gaps are barriers to people staying engaged and staying in treatment.
Attleboro Mayor Kathleen DeSimone calls it a work in progress. The city is using some of the money to hire a recovery support navigator and a certified peer specialist who will report to the police chief.
Those positions were identified as the kind of boots on the ground folks to assist the folks struggling, to help them find the resources. Look, $3 million, we'll certainly find a use for it. Will it solve the problem? No.
Many of the communities we reached out to say they haven't spent the money because they've been waiting for additional guidance from the state, or they're still meeting to figure out the best way to use it. If you want to see how much your city or town is spending or not spending, you can go to our website, WCVB.com. And of course, we'll be continuing to follow this money as communities start using it. Mike Beaudet, 5 Investigates.